The most famous quote of all time is, "The time to buy the real estate was yesterday." And if you have the right guidance from your real estate agent, then it becomes cherry on the top of your icing. We at IQI Global Real Estate feel proud and at the same time remain in gratitude to all our clients, friends, and family to have faith on us. And why not? Because we put ourselves in your shoes to understand what your requirements is and then guide you through the process of home buying, selling, or leasing. Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Anu Kabli with our country head, Mr. Yousaf Iqbal, who has, of course, the experience and leadership skills. But what makes him different is his big warm heart, which believes in giving and helping. Hello, Mr. Yousaf. How are you?
Hello, Anu. Thank you so much for the warm introduction. I love these sessions. I mean, your session starts with a beautiful quote, and it always, talks about so much of positivity and so much of things like that. So really love it, Anu. Love your energy. I
Thank
mean,
you.
love the way you deal with your clients, the way you deal with everything else on it. It's amazing. You are amazing, Anu.
Thank you so much. And you know what? I love these sessions too because you definitely give the knowledge out to everybody, whoever here it is, whoever is listening to us, along with so much of the nuggets that you give around. I learned so much, and I guess this has been like going on for more than 2 years now, and we are loving this evening shows that we're having.
So Anu, just to remind people about the market update. Okay, so market update was started by Anu and myself, and was joined by Asif and a bunch of other team members as well. So we actually started doing this, Anu, in 2019 on this. So it's
Wow.
not been 2 years; it's been actually
See, the
more than
time
two
is
years.
flying.
Every month, and I was just looking at some of my Facebook memories as they come in, right? And it is started since 2019.
Wow.
So 19, 20, 21, 22. So not 2 years, 4 years. That is
Oh,
amazing, Anu, doing it for 4 years.
see, with you, the time is flying, and I don't even realize how long it has been. So it has been awesome, awesome time, and thank you so very much. And you always, take out time. That is, like a really, I should say, we hats off to you how you do it.
No,
From the
thank
man
you.
who never sleeps, he's right, always on behind his wheels, showing properties and doing this. So much of energy from you, and you bring out so much of knowledge, of course, for all our viewers. So this is an awesome session for all our viewers. So Mr. Yusuf, let's talk about the high buzz which is going around for our viewers to know about the high interest rate. And I am getting lots of questions from my clients, and I'm sure everybody in the who is looking at this show would certainly would like to know about that too. So please do highlight something about the high interest rate.
Absolutely, I know. As we all know that the interest rate hike that just happened recently, we've gone up by another 0.75%, which brings our prime rate to close to about 5.450 on that. So what is happening, Anu, is that interesting to note is that a lot of people are saying that, I've been getting a lot of questions from people as well, what's going to happen to the property market, what's going to happen to the property. And we'll find out in a minute when I discuss the property market, especially it's very interesting to see what happened between not only year to year, but what happened from July to August on that. But you know what, interestingly, if you look around, interest rate hike is just not happening in Canada. It's happening in US, it's happening in Europe, it's happening in Asia. There's a reason behind all this is that because inflation has gone out is going very high, and one of the reasons the interest is going up to control the inflation at the same time as well. Now, having said that, I mean, we're talking about another couple of hikes which is going to happen on the interest rate on that. No doubt about it, with the interest rates going up and that, definitely the affordability in the market does get a little bit slower and things like that. But you know what, I know, let's go back in 2007, in 2008 or before 2008. What was the
Mhm.
interest rate going on at that time? 5%, 6% was normal. If somebody
Yeah.
would get 4.99, I mean, I don't remember hearing anything, under 5% for anybody on that. So it was in 2008 when the bubble hit the U.S. market. That's the time when the interest rate started going down on that. Yes, definitely, the affordability factor made a big difference on that. A lot of people, obviously started looking at that instead of renting a house, you will go and buy a house. Absolutely correct. That's what has happened on that. So I feel like the interest rate, especially I would like to quote here our Chief Economist Sean Saeed. Every month end we have a session, and we just had a session about like 12 days ago with Sean, and then again, Sean's outlook on interest rate and as an economist is that, and which I totally agree is that we will see this increase coming up maybe a couple of more times, maybe three
Yep.
times in the first quarter as well, but eventually as soon as the inflation is going down, you will start going to see that the interest rates are coming down as well. So very interestingly, Anu, today I was actually with a client at a bank, and we were just discussing about this interest rate hike on that. So I was just telling, while talking to some of the mortgage experts, we're talking about it, discussing like literally about 6 months ago, when somebody was going to go and tell them that, you know what, you should get a fixed rate for 2.99 or 2.6, and people said, no, forget it. I don't want a 2.69% on that. I don't blame them because the interest was going at 1.49 to
Yeah.
1.87, 1.79 on that. So 2.69, 2.99 was always a difficult rate to look into it just about 6 to 8 months ago.
It's true.
Today, they were telling us that a client did a deal for 5% for 3 year fix, and that was okay. So again, it's the market that drives the whole scenario at the same time on there right now,
Yes.
and that's what we have seen is happening on the interest. So as far as the interest outlook is concerned, I think it's okay that interest is going to go up on that, but the supply and the demand still makes
Yeah.
a huge, huge, huge difference on that. For example, if you look around, in terms of the rental market is going like crazy right now. It's like multiple offers on that. Plus, let's keep in mind, this year, university started. A lot of
Mm,
international students and local students are back in their colleges. Believe it or not, there is no place, around the universities to find a place on that. People who are coming in, they are getting really, really busy and crazy because they're trying to find a place and they're not able to find a place as well.
yeah.
The supply is still not there, and the demand is still very, very high on that.
Very
Having
true.
keeping all their mind in mind, a lot of people are also looking at it and asking this question, saying that, oh, you know what, it looks like the market is not bottomed down. It's going to bottom down more. It's going to bottom down more. Again, to our viewers, to our investors, to our people, what we have seen in last few months is that when the market was hot, it just started to be hot, and when it started to cool down, it was literally 1 week in the month of May, end of April, May, 1 week, boom, 50 buyers going to a property and no buyers at all coming to the property. So again, in that kind of term, the GTA market or the Canada market, you will see that it is going to start going up, it's going to go up. So as you rightly said, the time to buy real estate was yesterday. Not yesterday, buy it today. Don't wait till tomorrow because people are thinking the price is going to go down. But let's be very, very logical as well. If there is so much demand there on that, I mean, $1 million property, a 1.1 million property, how much more is going to go down?
Yeah.
So again, from my perspective, I think the interest outlook, we will see a couple of more increases on that, which is fine. Inflation is going to get controlled on that, and then by next year you may see the interest rate going down.
Thank you so very much. So very well said. That with the market, the inflation rate definitely varies, and the immigration that Canada is viewing. So everything would certainly help all in this market that we have right now. And so yes, of course, to buy was yesterday, and we have to go forward. So it all depends on the demand and supply, as you rightly said, right? So, and certainly, the Canada is a country where real estate never stops. So real estate will always boom back again. So which actually brings me to ask you the question about, like, how was the market last month for Toronto?
Absolutely. So just to throw in some numbers, what we have seen in last month as well. Again, I'll do some year-to-year comparison and also give you a month-to-month comparison as well. So sales was obviously down by 34.2%. In 2021, we sold about 8,541. 9 units was recorded in Toronto MLS. Right now it's 5,627. The new listings, surprisingly, still 10,537 to 10,615. The active listings are there more, which is up by 62%. The average price for 2021 was 1,070,000, and the average price of 2020 was 1,079,500. So what it means is that it's still up by 1%,
Hmm.
almost 0.9 to 1% in terms
Yeah.
of that. Then also to give you stats about the detached numbers on that. So average price for detached home has gone to almost 1,379,000. Semi-detached is close to $1 million. Townhouse is $900,000. Condo apartments about $711,000. Having said that, I know no matter what the market is going around, we're still seeing the average price of the condos last year was about $656,000. Now it's about 711,000. 897 for a townhouse now it's $900,000. 942 to 998. 1,313 to 1,379. So what I'm trying to say is the interesting thing is that the market is holding on to it on that. Okay,
Yeah.
it's not that we've seen that the market is all of a sudden gone down or anything like that. I mean, again, if you look at it, if the market is really doing that, we can see that. So the July numbers. Okay, July numbers we're looking at be close to almost similar price which we're seeing in the August number on that. So what is that indicative? It's going to be close to about million 79, million 70. It's actually a little bit higher than what we had in the July numbers if you, in the market update we
Yeah.
did in July on that. What is the reason for that? The reason because for that is that because right now you can see that people are holding on to the prices as well at the same time. So people are talking about that the prices have gone down, the market has gone down. Yes, it went down from January, February, March onward, but right now the market is holding on to its on its
Yes.
prices on that. So again, with this market update, I can tell you one thing: there's still multiple offers going on in the market. There's still a lot of buyers active in the market. And surprisingly, that any good properties which is really in the market and they're priced right as well. For example, if you're really pricing
Yes.
it very high, you're not seeing the offers coming. But if you
Correct.
don't have the right price right now, you are still seeing multiple offers going on. Believe it or not, I mean, again, anybody who wants to know that what properties we're talking about, do contact Team IQI Canada. Our numbers are coming there. You can contact Anu Kabli as well on that. So that's what I told to real estate market. Tell me what's going on in the Peel region.
So very rightly said, if we are comparing from the last year, we are really doing well if we compare with the real estate numbers. Because the average price for Mississauga actually has increased from 14.28%. So last year it was 1,007,560. This year it is 1,151,000. So there has been a much high increase in the average price, and the sales definitely have gone down if we compare with the last year, this month basically. So this month last year it was 8,146, but this year the sales have been up, sales have been down 5,273, down by minus 35.27%. New listings certainly are less because of, again, because of, I guess, all the buzz which is going on at the high interest rate. So it has gone down marginally by minus 4.45%. Days on the market have decreased by minus 5.56%. So if last month it was taking 18 days, this month it is taking 17 days to
Yeah.
be sold. So yeah, so active listings are there, just with 1,349 in Mississauga area. So yep, it is going okay. Market is not too bad, not too good. It's going fine.
So that's a very good analysis. So Anu, that brings me to the question where people ask us, is it the right time to buy? Should we really get into it on that? And I always tell
Yeah,
people right now that if this is not the right time to buy, then when will be the right time to buy? Because when
absolutely.
we were seeing a time where there was multiple offers going on at that point in time, and people were bidding for it, blindly bidding for the pricing, and I can definitely say, our advisors, and I really want to call our team as advisors. They've been very very mindful of this and talking to all of our clients, like just watch out the market, just watch out the market. And recently on our Terrific Tuesday, Maya Mariam Sally, she was just sharing her experience because she was telling me in New Market, she had a client who
Mm-hmm.
wanted to buy a property for about 1.2 million, and she knew that was not the right price. So she went on telling the client, listen, this is not the right price. You should not go for it. You should not go for it. And today the client is actually thanking her a lot and saying that, what, thank you so much, Mariam, for doing this for us. Now we can see that if we would have bought that property at that point in time, what would have happened? So we're not saying that what is right and what is wrong, but then
Right.
sometimes an analysis comes in. If it's an unrealistic market, then
Mm-hmm.
people have to match up their expectations at the same time as well on
Very
that.
true.
So people who are thinking about it, still thinking that what they should be doing and whether they should be getting to market or not. If your budget allows you,
Yeah.
if you're an investor, if you're a first-time home buyer and you get qualified, this is the right time to go and buy it because You can negotiate as well. Number
Mm-hmm.
one. Second thing is that you know it's not appraisal will not be an issue because whatever you are buying right now is
Yes.
based on the comparables which has been sold in the last 2 or 3 months. Now the good news is that all those properties which were sold in January, February, March, or April, which were coming to the close, normally it's about 6 to 9 days, which was the June, July, and August. That phase is also passed away. So now you're in
Right.
September. So anything which people has bought in the month of June, July, and August, the appraisal values are coming out really, really good. And because people did not pay, the price which was not there in the market. For example, if a semi-detached price is its price is supposed to be $1 million, and you go and pay the $1.2 million on it. Unfortunately, you will have appraisal issues. You had appraisal issues on that, but in today's market right now, it's realistic prices. So
Yeah.
again, advice to everybody is that this market update, the reason we give it to you guys to give you some information on what is going on in the market right now, and this is the time if you're looking to buy.
Wow, so that is what I was telling earlier to all our viewers. See, this is the information that you are all looking for. We are not here just to sell, we are here to guide you. And you see the enthusiasm from Mr. Yusuf, how he's trying to explain, and just to make sure that you understand that there is negotiations involved, there is appraisals involved. It's not just the interest rate what everybody is looking at. So this is a right time to buy if you're first time home buyers, because of all the various good reasons that we have. And of course, we are here to guide, and as Mariam was saying, we are here as advisors for you.
Yeah.
So we will advise you, we will not push you for anything else. And yes, later on you all are here to thank us later, so that is awesome. So that was really an awesome share for Mariam as well. So why
Yeah.
don't you tell our viewers about we have lots of projects with IQI. So let's talk about that as well, Mr. Yusuf.
Absolutely. So one of the projects I really want to talk about today is that something which people have been talking about it, thinking about it, something which is going to really go and change the whole of the Mississauga, waterfront living. This is one of the largest, you know, waterfront living coming up in Canada, which is coming right on QW and Kotra. Again,
Mm-hmm.
people have been asking me, this is the phase one, Anu, which is coming up, and I just want to show this picture rather than giving more into details of that, because as you can see from here, and with my cursor on it, so basically, this is again we're talking about the pier, which is getting extended over here on that, there's a conversation area, there's outdoor events, it's a city by in itself, which is coming along on that. We're talking about altogether a master plan community of 8,000 to 9,000 units, which will be coming in right now on that. And I know, with my experience and our experience, our team experience, what we have historically seen is that whenever you get into pre-construction, and I'm not saying that phase two or phase three you don't make money. I'm not saying that. You do make money in all the phases, but if you are in phase one right away, getting into it on a closing which is going to happen in 2028. I mean, that's a huge closing time, 2028 on that.
Mm-hmm.
This is the time if you want to really find out about this project, contact Team IQI Canada. What we're doing right now is that we are selling Harbor Walk by Tridal. This is the first, first of its, launch, which is happening in the full Lakeview Village. So people who don't know, please Google Lakeview Village, go to IQI Canada page, go and even look at our Facebook page. You're going to see the kind of posts and the videos which we got on that. So this is the phase one which is coming up right now. Believe it or not, the pricing we are expecting it to be, it's going to be something really, really amazing. And I can tell you what, as soon as phase one is gone, the phase two when it comes in, believe it or not, what we have seen always has happened, prices going up. We did a project in July, June,
Mm-hmm.
July. That was from Anthem. And then, we were telling people, just watch out, the price is going to go up. The investors who bought with us are so happy that immediately when the second launch came in, the prices were up and they were up by 25 to 20, $30,000 on that. So even they could take as their first check. So again, I think this is a project to watch out for.
Yeah.
Right now, what we're doing, Anu, is that we're taking the worksheets on this project. The launch is expected to be around mid or end of September on that. Anybody who's interested in the project, there is units ranging from one bedroom plus then going all the way to two bedrooms, 620 square feet to almost like a 2000 square feet on that. The price starting price is from the high 700s on that. We do have information to share with the people which we can do it. Again, if you are interested in this project, do contact Team IQI Canada. And getting into this at this point in time of phase one, we have the deposit structure with us, which we can share with the people. We got a few more information which we'd like to share with our clients. Contact Team IQI Canada. You can contact Anu Kabli. You can contact anybody from IQI Global. So just go to our Facebook page. Google anybody from IQI Canada. Just contact anybody, and they will give us, or they will give you guys all the details about this specific project. This is a project. I'm telling you, Anu, not to missed out. After 3 months, I'll be telling you again, I mean, this project came in. This is the second phase coming up. This was the launch price, and look what's happening on second phase. So all the investors who want to really get into it, first time home buyers, this is the time right now to get into this project.
Awesome. No, and look at the location, look at the view that you would get, and the builder Trider itself. So there can nothing be wrong with the phase one in our hands, with the awesome closing date as well. So everything seems to be a plus in this project, Mr. Yusuf. So definitely, it's a very good buy if we go ahead with this.
Absolutely. And one more scheme which I'd like to share, Anu, here is that for viewers to also to know is that basically, if you look at this right now over here,
Yeah.
is that it's about 177 acres of land which is coming along on that. I mean, you just look around, they look at the full development city. Some of them
Wow.
is existing and something which is coming along on that. We're talking about an arena, we're talking about schools, we're talking about, volleyball, we're talking about basketball, we're talking about a sports team, we're talking about a commercial complex on that. You know, I mean, we're talking about supply and demand, we're talking about immigrants coming in on that. If you are looking for all that, watching all that on that, I mean, think about it. Can you go wrong with it? Absolutely not. That's what, with whatever little experience which we got as a team, I'm telling you, this is something to really watch out for.
Amazing. I love the view it brings out, and it's like almost like a mini city right there. So
Yeah,
this is an awesome buy if we go ahead with that. So yes, of course, please do reach out to us if you need more information. Nothing can go wrong with this one. And I love the way it has brought up the whole city together right beside the lake, and it's a beautiful, beautiful location and with an awesome view for sure. So thank you, Mr. Yusuf. Again, it was a pleasure talking to you as always. I look forward for these sessions and learn so much from you. So thank you so very much.
thank you, Anu. Thank you so much, everybody. Please take care of yourself. Stay safe. Thank you, Anu.